Husbands are hunters.
Seriously, husbands are hunters. And if you catch your husband doing the thing outside, you behave as if you don't see him and be deaf and dumb. Oh, really? Hey, women don't suffer. Hi guys, you're watching Cheeky series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Make yourself comfortable as we get right into this video. Also hit that red subscribe button, that way you get our latest updates. Magana yakare okuagu na so they talk am. Senior Prophet Jeremiah Fufeyin of Christ Mercy Deliverance Ministry in Warri has advised women not to monitor their husband, that when they monitor their husband, whatever they see, they take, that husbands are hunters, that when they go outside and cheat and they see them, they should pretend as if nothing happened. They should turn themselves to deaf and dumb.
Husbands are hunters. Any woman you monitor your husband, anything happen to you, take it like that. Hunters, eh?
Hunter?
They are hunters. Eh?
That they kill antelope?
No. Then they go do the thing outside because they are the owner of the house. If they go do, you see, be like deaf and dumb.
Because they are the owner of the house. This is the worst thing I've ever heard this year. Oh my God. This is very, very irritating. To even think that another pastor was there and they were making jest of the whole thing makes it very worrisome. Pastor Chris Okafor, the General Overseer of Mountain of Liberation and Miracle Center in Lagos, was the one saying that they kill antelope. Then he said that they go outside, do the thing, that they get the house. Really? So Bible that says 10 commandments number 7, do not commit adultery, does it mean that the Bible is not true? Why do these people that want to turn the Bible upside down and say another thing? Another one that is mind-boggling is that on the Facebook where this post was made, a lot of comments, people were supporting the man and some people were against him. But the thing is this, if your husband cheats, you want to tolerate him, it's fine. There is nobody that is disturbing you. But as a pastor coming to say before the whole gathering, to tell people that men, they are hunters, they cheat, they go outside, do the thing, that if you talk, anything you see, you take, because they are the owners of the house. Where is it written in the Bible? I don't get these people. Most often, they come out to say things because it suits them. This says a lot about who this man is. I've never seen a pastor that is defending cheating publicly like this, because for him coming out to defend this will also tell the wife that in case she catches him doing that, then she should keep quiet. She should not do anything. She will not say anything. I'm not here to tell you that when your husband cheats that you should leave the house. No, I am here to tell you to monitor your husband, because I believe before you marry the man, you must have had some element of trust in him. Two of you must have trusted each other before going ahead consummating the marriage. But that does not mean that 7 commandments of God is not true. Do not commit adultery, and it's for both men and women. They didn't say women do not commit adultery. It's for both men and women. So if you're a Christian and you follow the Bible, I believe it's clear in the Bible. So I don't know why this pastor is trying to twist things here. He should say it the way it is. Me personally, I don't like people that want to do things because it suits them, because that's what some of these men of God or God of men are doing. How can you stand before over 500,000 people, your congregation, and you're telling them that the man has right to cheat, when in the Bible is saying that do not commit adultery? Honestly, and he needs to read Matthew 19 verse 9, which says that, I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another woman commits adultery, which means the only way you can be exonerated from the divorce is only when your partner is engaged in infidelity, is unfaithful to you. That's even a reason why you can divorce somebody. And they are here trying to justify adultery. I don't get it. It is very clear that the man is just promoting infidelity, unfaithfulness. In his preaching, he didn't even try to caution men, some of them that leave their wives at home, to follow other women. He never said anything about that. His own message was on how women will forgive their men and also try to tolerate their men while they go about cheating. I remember last time Pete Edochie said something like that. I think he came out to tell women, if your husband is cheating when he's going out or traveling, you try to be very creative and put condom in his bag.
A lot of you run out of your husband's houses. What the excuse? He was cheating on me. Solomon had, I think, 1,000 wives, 700 concubines. If you say that your husband is cheating on you and now decides to take many more wives, what are you going to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you think that your husband leaves the house, says it's going on tour, and he's going to have an affair outside, put a packet of condom into his bag. Tell him you have packed his bag for him.
So why can't these men call it what it is? They keep saying cheating and they keep trivializing it. It is adultery. It is infidelity in marriage. So I don't know why can't they call it what it is. He's saying that if your husband decides to cheat, you can do nothing. And the so-called pastor said that men are hunters. Even when you catch them, you just look away. Pretend as if you are deaf and dumb because they are your helpers. You don't need to chase your helpers away. They are the ones feeding you. You are in their house. They own the house, so they can afford to do whatever they want to do. And nobody is thinking when the man has gone out to bring in sexual transmitted diseases, what would have happened to the woman? Nobody wants to call it what it is. Let these men be truthful to themselves and call it the way it is. Maybe they can influence other men to also understand the gravity of what it is. Even Reno Mokre, there was one tweet he made one time. He said, "Dear women, if your husband commits adultery, many women will ask you to leave him. Look at them very well. How many of them are really happy? Don't be deceived by stunning photos they post. They are super miserable and their misery wants company." Really? He thinks it's every woman that wants to leave her marriage. No woman wants to leave her marriage anyway. And to shock him the more is that some women, they even stay in that marriage and also commit their own adultery. So what do you say to those kind of people? So these are the kind of things that when I hear, it makes me to think, is it that these people, they don't want to hold men accountable? Because most often when men like this, who are like people who are respected in the society, that are the ones coming up with this kind of statement, this kind of teaching, it makes me to wonder, who are those people that would say the truth? Because at this point, nobody wants to call a spade a spade. Nobody wants to say the truth. And the matter of fact is that nobody forces anybody to marry. If you want to marry, you marry because you are in love or because you like the person or because there is something that is attracting you to the person, not necessarily because anybody is forcing you to marry. So if you opt to marry, in that case, you keep a religion, keep to the tenets of your belief. Traditionalists, they marry lots of women, and some people, they don't want to be Christian because their Christian faith makes it one man, one wife. So I can't get it. A pastor standing before the congregation on his pulpit saying that a man owns the house, therefore he has permission to cheat. Bible does not exonerate anybody. God's commandment is God's commandment. It has never changed and it will never change. That's the way it has been. Some of these pastors in Nigeria, they don't want to tell their members the truth, and that's the reason why some of their members are delusional, and that's the reason why you talk about it, most of them will come online to start abusing you, to come after you. But the truth is that this man is just telling his members all lies. I'm still asking, where has the 7th commandment gone? Do not commit adultery. Why can't he cite it? Why can't he hold men accountable of their actions? It is very clear. If you want to marry a lot of wives, you don't have to be a Christian. You can be a traditionalist. It's fine. It's allowed. Honestly, I don't know why some people, they like objectifying women, treating women like commodity. This Prophet Jeremiah, there was a time in his church, I think about 3 years ago, he was trying to do matchmaking. He brought out the guys and asked the members of the church if anybody would want to marry any of those guys. And the women started coming out. At the end of the day, they had like about 12 women behind a guy. So I was like, what was he trying to do? Then after he said there is one man to one woman, that the man should choose among those women behind him, maybe like 12, one woman out of those people that he will sponsor the wedding. I'm like, what does this supposed to mean?
The girls that will never marry, stand up. Hey, if anybody want to marry anyone here, come and touch them. Come and touch the person. Any person you like. You like him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brainwashing people. Part of the problems we have in Nigeria today, that people do not say the truth. Most of these pastors, if they spoken truth to power, I believe Nigeria wouldn't have been the way it is. Nigeria would have changed for better. But most of them, they don't say anything. Whatever the government says is what they run with. And again, most of their members will tell you, are they government? Why are you talking about them building schools and hospitals? Hello, make no mistake, don't get it twisted. Most of the public schools today we have in Nigeria were built during the missionaries. They were the ones that built the school, which after so many years, they handed it over to the government. So make no mistake about that. And during that time, they also helped to build some of the hospitals. Before government started building their own, they came with some doctors that helped in treating people. So remember, missionaries were under the auspices of churches. So when people talk about that and their members will come and attack, it is sheer ignorance. I believe they don't know what they're doing. They don't understand the way it works. The basic work of the church is to help people in need, to reach out to the less privileged. So I don't know why it's something so difficult for church to do in Nigeria, to help in building schools, building hospitals. Rather, they are investing in building bigger auditoriums and bigger business centers. Then few ones that have schools and hospitals, their members can't even afford it. Poor people can't afford it. They built it for politicians, those people who can pay the school fees. Then is this something difficult when they have a lot of money to do? But no, they wouldn't want to do it because they want to weaponize poverty. Because I believe all these people that are listening to this man, if they have their means, I don't think they will be here. It's because some of them is also poverty that is the problem. So sometimes when I look at them, when you set them free, they have to empower them so that they'll be free. But they're also thinking if they set them free, who are going to be their members? And the most annoying part of it are those their gullible members. Those ones that don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. So sometimes I sit back and ask myself, where is love? Where is love that Christianity is preaching? If it's all about acquiring wealth in this world, maybe they don't believe that there is heaven. That's the only way I can explain it. Because I can't understand the reason why pastors should be interested in materialism. These days, Nigerian pastors brag with private jets. One pastor has 4 private jets. How do you maintain it? How do you pay for the services? That one is another cost on its own they'll be able to feed poor people. And some of them, they tell you that they're using private jet to go for evangelism in Nigeria. Don't they have branches all over the country? Why can't the branch go for evangelism in their own area? Then why do you have to charter a private jet to go for evangelism in a remote area when you have a branch already in that state? Nigerian pastors are Heluna. That's the reason why some people say that some Nigerian pastors are scam. And these people that keep defending pastors all over on the internet, I'm so sorry for you people. Because either this thing, you people don't see that, or Bible has turned to another book altogether. People don't want to see what is in the Bible. They want to give their own interpretation because it favors them. I don't get it. I pity those people that depend on their pastors for everything. You don't read your Bible. You don't know God for yourself. Your pastor is everything. Whatever he says is right. I'm so sorry for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. About what Jeremiah Fufeyin is teaching his congregation. About men being hunters, that they can. It's as well saying that African man is polygamous, that they can afford to do whatever they want. So let me know what you think about it. But I believe that if you want to, Bible is clear on that. Do not commit adultery. If you want to do that, then you look for another place where you can worship. You must not be a Christian. Nobody forced you to be a Christian. That's the way I see it. I'm going to sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it. And subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. And I'm going to catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.